Like an onion, decluttering has layers. The reason you may be having a hard time decluttering your home is that you're doing it out of order. In this video, I'm going to explain the 3 levels of decluttering so that you can begin your journey to a clutter-free, peaceful, and calm home. But first, hello and welcome. My name is Julie. So glad to have you here. I make content all about living clutter-free, especially with kids and families, because that has been one of the key things that has helped me feel a lot less overwhelmed. If you like this kind of content, make sure that you subscribe down below. Give this video a big thumbs up so that I know to create more content geared towards creating a clutter-free life. Let's jump right in. Just like many things in life, decluttering and its little sister organization are skills, and skills inherently are able to be learned. But not all of us grow up in homes where we are taught these skills. We're not necessarily naturally talented in decluttering, and as human beings, we kind of want to hoard. That's really our tendency. So if you are new to decluttering, listen up, because this is where you need to start with layer number 1. Layer number 1 is usually what we think about when we consider decluttering. It is those high traffic zones. It is your closet, your bathroom cabinet and counter. It's those things that have high impact in terms of visibility when we see them in our home, the things that really bug us. But what sometimes happens is that people skip to layer number 2 or layer number 3, which I will talk about in a second, and then they get stuck. They get really overwhelmed because it's not easy to declutter those layers. So you want to really tackle low-lying fruit, aka the trash that is around your house, maybe the paper clutter that's littering your kitchen table, clothes in your closet that you haven't worn in years, that you know, if you just had to think now, like, yeah, I don't wear that, oh, I forgot I had that. Those are things that you need to start decluttering, because as I said in the beginning, decluttering is a skill. And in order to get better at that skill, we need to practice. And it's a perpetuating feedback loop, right? Because once you start to declutter and you realize, oh my gosh, this feels amazing, it's not that hard, it didn't take me as long as I thought, you gain momentum, you gain motivation, and you keep going, and then you can move on to the next layer. So layer number 1, you've done your first house sweep, you've got through those high visibility areas. Maybe you even decluttered some of your husband's shirts that he's not even going to notice are gone, but they really bug you. And now you're ready for layer number 2. Layer number 2 are less visible things that you kind of avoid, and you kind of can avoid them, right? Because they're not used as much. Maybe it's a drawer that you kind of just you have in the kitchen, or it's an attic closet, or basement closet under the stairs, or it's shelving in the garage. Things that you don't see all the time, but they're just like low-lying stress, just like a little splinter in your foot that you occasionally feel, and you really know that to understand what kinds of things you have in your home and to feel like you're living a little bit lighter, you do need to tackle them. Often people will just go straight to the garage or the basement because it's just filled with crap, but they haven't built up the skills, the competence, the confidence to really tackle such a big project. That's why I always tell people to start really, really small, 1 drawer, 1 shelf, 1 closet, and slowly build up before you start going for layer number 2, which can be super intimidating if you're not ready. And then the 3rd layer. I don't think anyone should tackle this layer until layers 1 and 2 are like fully done. And when I say done, decluttering is never really done, right? But you can do that initial deep purge of things so that when you go back through your home again, it's really just small things here and there. It's a maintenance stage. 3rd layer. This is our sentimental items that people really, really struggle with. I do not recommend that you start with this layer. It's hard for me as someone who has practiced decluttering for many years, and it should be hard, right? Because we have an emotional attachment to these things more than we have to that extra water bottle that we have, or the 10th blue skirt that we own. Sentimental items can be photographs, like physical photographs, boxes of photographs that may be hard to look through. It could be a parent that has passed away, or grandparents that have passed away. It could be their things that you may have inherited, or you need to go and help clean out a home. Those are things that take a lot of emotional energy to declutter, and that's why you really need to feel a bit more ready to be successful. These could also be things that perhaps people close to you have given you, but they don't really serve you. You have them out of guilt. these are not good enough reasons really to be cluttering up your home and impacting your mental space. And so it's really important that you take the time that you need to let go of them. Perhaps it is just like, I need to stop overthinking this and I need to put them aside. But I do think that sentimental items should be the last thing that you really start to tackle, because you need to be in the right frame of mind to make the best decision about them, to make the most logical and rational decision about them, and to not feel like I just can't do this and your mind shuts off. You close the box, you close the door, you close the cabinet, and you're done. That's not going to help if you do really need to declutter them because they're encroaching on your space and your mental health. We hang on to things for so many different reasons, but really we want to be holding on to our stuff because it serves a purpose for us. It brings us joy. It doesn't weigh us down. You shouldn't be keeping things, in my opinion, that when you look at them, they create painful memories of the past. They make you cringe. You're just keeping them because you feel bad. That's not how stuff is really serving you. And remember, it's just stuff. It's really important that you are able to evaluate what is important to keep and what you need to let go of. And once you let go of that, you're gonna feel like 100 pounds lighter. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up so that I know that we can dive deeper into clutter-free living. It's not just the obvious of having a cluttered home. There's so much more that goes into it. I would appreciate you subscribing to the channel, checking out these other videos that you may enjoy if you enjoyed this one. Let me know if this stirred anything in you and what do you think about the layers of decluttering, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.